Whoa, it's a lot going on here. The switch up is concerning. What the hell? I was not expecting that. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Daisha's Digest. Today's episode is The Wedding Bells Are Not Ringing. We will be reading some Reddit stories about weddings that were supposed to happen but didn't for whatever reason. We have two stories that both have updates, so let's get into it. Also, a reminder before we start, make sure you are subscribed, and let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for calling off our wedding after my sister-in-law shaved my beard? My 28 male fiance, 25 female, who we'll call Lexi, are a happy couple of 6 years and engaged for 1, or so I thought. For context, my fiance's sister, 32 female, we'll call her Sally, has always been hostile towards me and would rarely speak to me, and when she did, it would be because her parents were around. Sally is Lexi's rock because she got her through a tough time during college, and since then, Lexi has told Sally everything about everything. We've had problems with this in the past due to her telling Sally personal things about my childhood I'd only told a few people, which led us to not speaking for 3 months during COVID when she'd only leave our room for food and to go to the toilet, and recently, we hadn't had an argument in a year plus until 3 nights ago. She mentioned that she'd like me to shave my beard. For context, I have a very thick beard that I've been growing for 8 years and I'm very proud of. So of course, I told Lexi I wouldn't be shaving my beard, to which she stormed off to the kitchen and slammed her wine glass into the sink, smashing it and a plate in the process. I immediately stood up and asked what the F was she doing. She then spun around and screamed that I'm a selfish a-hole because I won't shave my beard and ran to our bedroom and slammed the door. I ended up sleeping on the couch and woke up around 4 a.m. to Sally with a razor trying to shave my beard, so I pushed her off me. Lexi then ran to check on Sally whilst I was looking at the big patch Sally had taken out of my beard. Then I went upstairs and packed a bag whilst Lexi shouted at me for hurting Sally. What? I told her to F off and that the wedding was off and walked out the house and drove an hour to my parents' house where I've been staying since the incident. Earlier today, I got a text from Sally saying I was selfish for not shaving my beard because when I go down on Lexi, it feels weird. I haven't replied to her. Whoa. My family thinks I should break off the relationship, but her family said I should just shave it and move on. So what should I do, and am I wrong? Whoa. Okay, it's a lot going on here. First of all, your fiance, Lexi, has too much of a codependent relationship with her sister. She should not be telling her sister every single thing, especially if you're telling her secrets that you don't want anyone else to know, especially not someone who you don't trust, and she's violating that trust and sharing these things with her sister. That's problematic. Not to mention, what's up with her attitude? She asked you to shave your beard, you said no, and then she throws this temper tantrum. Maybe it's because she's younger, she's 25, I don't know, but something is off with her attitude. And the fact that during COVID, you guys didn't speak for 3 whole months and she'd only leave your room for food and to go to the toilet. You don't think you didn't see an issue with that? It's a lot of things that you've mentioned that have gone on in the relationship that are just off. So let me read some of the comments and then he has some updates to this first post. Business Bear 53. Mate, you need to reread what you wrote out. Your fiance is unhinged and her sister is not nice. Getting so angry about a beard that she smashed a plate and a glass. Her and her sister deciding your boundaries are irrelevant. Even the fact that she can't keep anything you say to her to herself. This is not someone you want to spend your life with. Best thing you can do is trim your beard to hopefully even it out, then let it grow again. It can serve as a reminder of this incident. My thoughts exactly. They pretty much said everything that I was thinking. Sis is unhinged. Over Marion Berry 686. Okay, so let me get this right. You were assaulted and you're wondering if you're wrong to not want to get married? No, you're not wrong. And Thanto13 said, this is my thought. Someone took a sharp object around your neck when you were not conscious. Electric or blade That can hurt with a wrong move. Oh no, not again, 1532. This is worth a call to the cops. You are in a safe place now, so you can call them. And then let me just read some of the updates he had added to the post, or some of the edits he had added to the post. Edit 1, I don't know how many will see my other posts, so I'll put it here as well. I've now got, as of typing, 99 plus texts and calls from Lexi saying things like, "Don't leave, let's have intimacy one more time," and "I'm pregnant." She's trying to baby trap me, I think. Edit 2, Lexi messaged me weird things. "Miss me," and "I'll take the baby too." Sally then messaged me saying Lexi is in the hospital being treated after trying to unalive herself. I don't believe it at all. I blocked Sally's number now. Edit 3, I called the police and showed evidence of her threats of unaliving herself, so she hopefully will be getting checked into an institution. Edit 4, Lexi's aunt, who is the only person on her side that agrees with me, just called me to tell me Lexi has been checked into a psychiatric unit for 2 weeks. I'll keep y'all updated if anything happens, but I should be okay for now. Edit 5, I just want to say thank you for the overwhelming amounts of support. I filed a police report on Sally for assault, and I'm in the process of canceling the wedding venue. Edit 6, I'm back at the house. I've had a locksmith change the locks just in case. The wedding venue can't be refunded, but it was going to be paid by her parents anyway, so I don't care. I've also contacted my lawyers. Jeez, that's wild. So I found one more update on his profile, and it's really short. So I'll just read that one. "Hello, I'm the sister-in-law shaved my beard guy. Hi, just thought I'd pop in and give an update for you lot. I would like to give a short rundown of things since said event. Lexi and I separated. Expectedly, my beautiful and brilliant adopted mother passed away in November. Oh, I'm so sorry. I moved to the UK, specifically Sheffield. I bought my beautiful dog called Bailey. I shaved my beard and grew the world's greatest Movember mustache, since it's all for a great cause. And thank you all for the much needed abundance of support. Love you all." Well, I guess that was a concise update of how he's doing now. I'm glad that him and Lexi separated, but I don't know, separated doesn't sound final. Like in my mind, when I hear separated, I hear we're still trying to work it out. We could potentially get back together in the future. So I hope they fully broke up, not just separated. But condolences to him on the passing of his mother. And it sounds like he is basically starting a new life. Ended up shaving off the beard, moving to the UK, got a dog. It looks like things are looking up for him, hopefully. This update was like 3 months after the original one, so I hope he's doing well. I feel like that just ended so abruptly, but all right, let's go to the next post. Am I the a-hole for canceling my wedding after how my fiancé feels about my daughter? Before you read my post, I am not from America. I'm sorry if my writing is terrible, but I will do my best. For background context, I was married when I was 22 and my husband was 25. He had a daughter who was 2 when we married. I consider her my daughter in every way. My husband passed away sadly when she was 4. So I, 34 female, have been with my fiancé Jesse, 35 male, for 8 years. My daughter is 14 female. She considers Jesse her father. Jesse has never treated my daughter wrong at all, but knows of my husband who had passed away. Jesse has always treated her sweetly and like a daughter. I'm currently 6 months pregnant, and we're all excited. Jesse has told me how he wants to adopt my daughter after getting married. To surprise her, we're getting married in August. I wouldn't say we're close to being done with everything, but we did plan a big dinner, and I did invite my friends and Jesse's friends. My daughter was staying the night over at a close friend's house, so she wasn't there. We were all catching up and having a great night, just all around happiness from everyone, until the topic of the wedding came up. That is when things went downhill. It was all good. We got to talking about our honeymoon. We were going to bring our daughter because that was the plan. When Jesse said he didn't want to bring her, which kind of shocked me because we both agreed to it, so I was taken aback from it. He started going on about how now we were going to have a real child and we don't have to pretend anymore to take care of my stepdaughter, who was never my real child. At this point, all our friends and I were very flabbergasted and looked at him like he had something crazy on top of his head. He kept going on and on until I kind of freaked out in front of everyone and told him that my daughter would always come first and he is last to me now, that he had to leave and I'm canceling the wedding. He tried talking to me, but I was not in a shape to hear him. His friends did escort him out for me and left with him. A few of my girlfriends stayed with me that night. Jesse has been blowing up my phone so much, wanting to work things out. Honestly, I don't ever want to. I haven't told my daughter what happened and just lied to my family and his family about why we canceled the wedding. I just want some quiet now and not for anyone to be upset. But some of his friends did message me saying he has the right to talk about his feelings and opinion, which got me puzzled. So at this point, am I the a-hole? Definitely not the a-hole. And I just don't understand how you can be caring for a child to the point where you're talking about adopting them after you're married to their mother. But then all of a sudden, now that the mother is pregnant with your biological child, it's just F that other child. They weren't a real child anyway. What does that even mean? They're not your real daughter. Obviously, they're your fiance's daughter, even though they're not biologically related. She's her daughter, and you have been caring for her like she's her daughter for this whole time. The switch up is concerning. The fact that he can just switch up that easily in that short amount of time, that's concerning. Now, granted, it is okay to have your own feelings and thoughts about certain things or whatever, but just the way that he went from believing and acting one way and then switching to believing and acting in a totally different way is crazy. Let me read some of the comments. Not the a-hole. I can't imagine coming back from that. There is really no excuse for saying such hurtful things. I understand not wanting a child on honeymoon, but to say it's because you guys have a real child is appalling. Leola Williams 5859, your ex-fiance is very deceitful because all this time he has been pretending that he loves and appreciates your daughter, when in reality he was just pretending until you got pregnant with his child. Now he doesn't have to pretend anymore how he feels about her, which means once your child would have come to fruition, he probably would have started treating like crap. I'm glad that you canceled your wedding because in reality he doesn't like your daughter, which means that he doesn't like you. His friends that are saying he has a right to voice his opinion, yes, he does. And like an a-hole, everybody has one. Ha! Facts. Errant Taco, he absolutely has a right to express his opinion and then to deal with the consequences of what expressing his true feelings resulted in. People often forget that for every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction. Isn't that a law of physics? Free speech and all that, which also is a misnomer if you actually read the Constitution. He just didn't anticipate what the fallout would be. Yeah, so basically everyone is saying not the a-hole, obviously, and just like for him to switch up like that is just crazy. So there is a update with some edits. Update, am I the a-hole for canceling my wedding after how my fiance feels about my daughter? Hi all, just a quick update. I couldn't sign into my old account, but I made another one with the same name but with a number in it, so right to the update. I talked to my daughter earlier and told her everything. She was shocked and cried. It broke my heart to see her that way. We just hugged each other. She said if she had only been a better daughter, he would have not felt that way. I reassured her that wasn't the case at all, that Jesse was just an awful man and a coward. My daughter said she forgave him, but would never forget what he said. She still misses him and still calls him dad, even after everything he put her through. She's a brave young girl. See, that's just sad, because you were functionally acting as her father for all this time, and now all of a sudden, because you have a new biological baby on the way, she's not your real daughter. Like, that's just sad, man. I'm making sure that Jesse doesn't ever get in contact with my daughter. He did, however, ask if we can talk in person to at least mend things. I did agree and met him the next day after the whole incident. We met in a public spot with others around in case he tried to do something funny. Jesse told me how sorry he was and that he loves and our baby the same. I'm sorry, you can't can't come back from saying one daughter is not your real daughter and the other, like, and then, oh, now you love them just the same. You can't come back from that. Jesse told me how sorry he was and that he loves our daughter and our baby the same. He still wants to marry me, that he still wants to come home. All I saw was horse crap. I knew he was lying. I told Jesse that I would never look at him the same, that I would only get in contact with him after I give birth to our daughter. Jesse did beg me over and over. I stood my ground and said no to each of his pleading demands. Then he dropped a big thing on me, which I never knew. He said that he cheated and the woman is better in every... What the hell? I was not expecting that. So not only are you an a-hole and you're basically abandoning a daughter who you've been a father to for all this time, now you're a cheater? Wow. She really dodged a bullet. Canceling this wedding and not getting married to him. Because what? So he's just a straight up liar. He lied about his feelings for the daughter, about feeling like she was her real daughter and wanted to be a father figure. And now he lied because he cheated. To add sugar on top of the crap he dropped on me, he is cheating with his best friend's wife, who has 3 kids. Yet this is one of the friends that defended him. He was sleeping with his wife. She was also at the dinner party, was always nice to me when she was sleeping with my fiancé. Is this real? This can't be real. Wow. Not only did Jesse and that vile woman destroy a family, they destroyed 2 with kids. What a lovely, great man. Sarcasm, of course. I did leave after he told me that, blocked him everywhere, messaged his friend, told him that Jesse was sleeping with his wife. He did tell me he was suspicious of his wife sneaking around. It wasn't her first time. I feel really awful now for him. It wasn't her first. He did apologize for not being on my side and that we were always great friends. I did forgive him and didn't blame him for defending his best friend because both him and Jesse were best friends since elementary. I told him I'll be there for him for support. He appreciated my offer. He told me he would be there for me as well. He told their friend group and blocked Jesse. He is going to divorce his wife, so we have each other to lean on for support. I also did ask my daughter if she wanted a therapist. She said yes, and I am looking for one. She has been staying in her room more, only coming out just for food or to use the restroom. Honestly, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't feel that she should have told her daughter the real reason for why the fiance left, because it's just too much pressure for a child and too much for them to process. If it were me, I would have just told her it didn't work out. It didn't work out with us being together, and that's it. And then from there, like if he chooses not to visit or whatever, then the reason can kind of more be so on him, like he's a crappy person. But to say, oh, we broke up because he wouldn't accept you, it's like putting everything on her. And now it's obviously affecting her emotionally. Like she's depressed. I would be too. It breaks my heart because she is always so bright and jolly. Now she's just depressed and feeling low. Her close friends have been coming over and staying with her. My family plans on coming. Don't worry, I did tell Jesse's family everything and my family. Both families are awfully mad at Jesse. I do plan on staying in contact with Jesse's family. I have always been so close to them. They helped raise my daughter and they see us as family. I also can't forget I am carrying his daughter. Jesse's parents want to see my daughter, and she is their granddaughter. I even plan on changing the locks, as I don't feel safe with just my daughter and I, even if we do have a few big dogs and a lot of goats. My best friend Rosie is staying with me, so we have a lot of support on our side. Thank you to all who commented. I'm grateful you all are great humans. That is my update and probably will be the only one. Thank you again. Edit, everyone asking me to get rid of the baby or I shouldn't go through with having my child. I will not get rid of my child and I'm going to keep my child. I'm far along and I'm blessed for my daughter. I can co-parent with Jesse. Edit 2, to all the people who are saying this is fake. I'm not sure how to prove to you all, which honestly I just posted to update everyone about my old account. I couldn't sign in, as I did post on my story that I added the same name but put a 1 on it. I am not from America. If you want to continue to think it is fake, then be my guest. Yeah, I'm glad at least that they have a lot of support, especially the daughter has the support of her friends, her grandparents, her mom, like everyone coming over, staying there. I'm glad that they at least have that. Hopefully they can also think about getting some therapy or something, especially for the daughter, because it seems to really be affecting her. And I just hate to see that. Unfortunately, she still has to deal with this man for years to come, and a definite amount of years to come, because they do still have a child together. But I'm glad at least that they're not getting married and tied together in that way legally. That's it for the last post. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Daisha's Digest. Make sure that you are subscribed and comment below and let me know what you guys think of today's stories, and I'll see you guys in the next one.